Hey everybody, and welcome to February's edition of Azure Updates. Now before we start, just a couple of things to point out. Should stress that all updates are publicly available on the Azure portal. The purpose of this webcast is simply a collation of resources presented in a downloadable format. If you have any questions or feedback, then drop me a message or a tweet because I'm always happy to hear from you. Now I can be reached on my email address daniel.baker@microsoft.com or through Twitter at AzureDan. Now for me, the big news this month is a technical preview of Azure Stack, Microsoft's push to a truly hybrid cloud model. Okay, so look, it's no secret. We know that the cloud is big business. Organizations are rapidly turning towards it to increase business agility and drive faster innovation. And at Microsoft, we're seeing nearly 100,000 new subscriptions every month. However, we're also aware that many enterprises still have business concerns around moving fully to the public cloud. And if you think about it, it leaves them in a complicated position. They have one foot in the public cloud and one on premise. To manage this complexity, we believe that enterprises have to approach the cloud differently. We need to stop thinking of it as a place and start identifying it as a model. Now, to translate this model into reality, customers need a consistent platform that spans hybrid environments. With Azure Stack, Microsoft is bringing proven innovation, including IaaS and higher level PaaS services, from hyperscale data centers to on-premise enterprise scale environments to meet customers' business requirements. But why does it matter? Azure Stack provides customers access to the rich Azure ecosystem, empowering developers, IT, and organizations to do more. If we think about it, application developers can maximize their productivity using a write once, deploy anywhere approach. The APIs are identical between Azure Stack and the Azure Public Cloud. Moving forward, IT professionals can transform on-premise data center resources into Azure services while maintaining oversight using the same management and automation tools that Microsoft used to operate Azure. And finally, Azure Stack enables businesses the freedom to decide where applications and workloads reside without being constrained by the technology. We also have some great news for our open source customers with the ability to deploy Red Hat Enterprise instances from the Azure Marketplace. Now, since we announced our partnership in November, we've seen a strong interest and momentum from our customers looking to bring their Red Hat investments to Azure. We offer the best enterprise-grade support of the public cloud by offering fully integrated support experience with co-located Red Hat and Microsoft support engineers sitting side by side to help you when you need it. Furthermore, Red Hat and Microsoft have worked together to ensure Red Hat subscriptions purchased through the Azure Marketplace provide unique integrated subscription support and value through direct access to the Red Hat customer portal. This provides you the full breadth of Red Hat enterprise value delivered directly as part of your Azure on-demand experience. We're also pleased to announce the preview of Azure Container Service becomes broadly available. Now, in addition to enabling and contributing to the open source ecosystem, we continue advancing our portfolio by integrating open source into the services we deliver. To that end, we're announcing that the Azure Container Service is available for everyone. So containers have already been adopted in many deployment shops as they simplify the process of building, shipping and running applications. However, running containers in the cloud means working in a distributed environment across multiple hosts. Azure Container Service builds on our work with Docker and Mesosphere to provision clusters of Azure virtual machines onto which containerized applications can be deployed, orchestrated and managed. The Azure Container Service makes it easy to create and manage clusters of Azure virtual machines pre-configured with key open source components. Now, our approach is unique among cloud providers, combining the flexibility to choose among open source technologies with the power, governance and convenience offered by Azure with technologies such as Azure Resource Manager and virtual machine scale sets. It's been a big month for CDNs too. Now, coinciding with the release of the new Azure portal in December, we've launched a completely new CDN experience built on ARM. This allows you to manage your CDN profiles and endpoints by using all of the capabilities of Resource Manager. This includes resource groups, delegated administration, and the full REST API. In addition, we've added additional CDN POP locations in India and South America. We've also unveiled new standard and premium feature sets for CDN customers. The standard tier contains the CDN functionality we're already familiar with. This includes integration with a number of origin types, query string caching and custom domain name support. But what the premium tier brings is a rule-based content delivery engine, advanced HTTP reports and real-time statistics. Finally, we've introduced two new features. We've got CDN Purge and CDN Load. With CDN Purge, we can now purge individual cached assets or entire directories from our CDN endpoints, and with Load, we can preload individual assets up into our endpoints. In other news, PowerShell version 5 has been released, and with it a number of new PowerShell features including classes, which will introduce object-oriented programming to PowerShell, workflow performance improvements, side-by-side versioning, which allows you to use more than one version of a module within PowerShell. And if you think about it, what this allows you to do is it allows you to use older versions of PowerShell with existing scripts, but then use the new versions for the newly provisioned ones. We have additional commandlets and a whole bunch of new PowerShell desired state configuration improvements. But the important thing to take away from this is we can now take advantage of these great PowerShell features in our runbooks and desired state configurations using Azure Automation. We also have some updates for the Azure Data Factory. Now, one of the challenges for modern data integration is the ability to move data between on-premise environments and the cloud. ADF makes this integration seamless with the Data Management Gateway. Now, the DMG is an agent installed on premise that works to enable hybrid data transfers between the cloud and our on-prem environment. This month, we're happy to announce the new auto-update capability for the DMG. With this auto-update feature, you no longer need to worry about downloading and installing a new gateway every month for bug fixes or new connectors. The update-related features include zero-touch auto-update, a new tray icon, the ability to update now, the ability to set scheduled update times, and PowerShell scripts for toggling auto-update between on and off. On February the 4th, we announced the general availability of the Azure IoT Hub. This service enables companies to jumpstart their IoT projects by providing capabilities for securely connecting, provisioning, updating, and sending commands to devices. Now, IoT Hub has some exciting new features in addition to the rich feature set in the debuted public preview. General availability brings the following functionality. We now have bulk device identity import-export, operations monitoring, diagnostic metrics, native support for MQ telemetry transport, advanced message queuing protocol over WebSockets, and the availability in 3 new regions, that being Southeast Asia, West Europe, and West US. Azure Premium Storage extends its offering by becoming available in East Asia, Southeast Australia, and South Central US. Now, with its lightning-fast IOPS capability, APS is ideal for performance-intensive database workloads and demanding enterprise applications that require consistent high performance and low latency. Premium Storage supports a variety of applications running Windows and Linux, including SQL Server, SharePoint, Dynamics, Exchange, Oracle SAP, Cassandra, Redis Cache, MongoDB, and many, many more. Hot off the press is the new Log Analytics OMS resource for Azure VMs. Now, Log Analytics brings the power of Microsoft OMS right into the Azure portal, allowing you to provision a brand new OMS workspace, link workspaces to Azure subscriptions, and onboard Azure VMs directly into the service. And don't forget, we invite you to try out the free tier of OMS, which allows you 500 megabytes of daily upload and 7 days of data retention. Finally, along with Log Analytics resource, we also have a new Azure Quick Start template and Azure VM extensions, which would allow you to quickly deploy a brand new Windows or Linux VM that instantly onboards into OMS. We've also added images for SQL Server Express into the Azure Gallery. Now, SQL Server Express is a version of SQL Server that we can use for dev test, web and mobile apps with lightweight relational database needs. It works great with our favourite programming languages such as .NET and PHP, and perfectly behind our favourite web applications such as WordPress and Drupal. Now, it's important to state that SQL Server Express has a limit of 1 GB of RAM and 10 GB per database, but licensing is free, so we only need to pay for the running virtual machine. Finally, based on customer feedback, we have rebuilt the monitoring and management experience in ADF. This makes it more effective and intuitive for data developers and scientists. Now, with this release, we can easily monitor and manage your data factory pipelines using the completely redesigned application. Improvements include presentation, improved navigation and debugging, batch actions, and the ability to email notifications on various events. So in summary, it's been a great month for hybrid cloud with the release of the public preview of Azure Stack. We've also continued our commitment with open source with the integration of Red Hat images into the marketplace and made significant improvements to our already extensive CDN network, as well as added a number of improvements to our public offerings. As always, feel free to reach out, and I will see you next time for our monthly updates.